나의 꿈을 찾아 Right here, right now Yeah, yeah, yeah 너를 찾으면 안 되는 걸까 왜 그런 거야 I'm okay just the way I am I'm okay with what I do 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 이끄지 않는 조언들 너만한 necessity 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 You know I don't want to know
It's another beautiful Monday morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. A day that promises to become a very positive one that is accompanied by energetic start to your day. A very good morning. I hope that you're feeling well and of course you're looking forward ahead to this beautiful day and ahead of this week. It's Monday the 20th of July 2026 and we hope that you're going to be with us throughout up until the hour 10 o'clock. We also want to hear from you some of your thoughts, your engagement or share your highlights on how the weekend was because we know that so many things took place during the weekend and of course so many people also want to share their share in terms of what really happened. You can connect with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now we are live both on Underground Radio and YouTube. The simple thing that you need to do is to click the subscription button and the notification button so that whenever we go live like days like this you will be notified, and the hashtag to use is the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Not forgetting that you can also download the Underground Radio app, which is both available on iOS and Android. Our WhatsApp line is also open for calls and for voice note. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. My name is Moeketsi. I'm happy and excited to be with you on this beautiful morning. But you know, the most important ingredient of the day is to improve and add on your bucket list on some of the places that we have for you this morning. Behind me, you're seeing pictures and you're asking yourself, what are we highlighting this morning? So this morning, we are highlighting the Ukahlamba Drakensberg Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is one of inland KwaZulu-Natal's most breathtaking destination, stretching along towering coastal cliffs. It offers dramatic landscapes, lush valleys, and the world-famous Tugela Falls. The second highest waterfall globally, the park is rich in cultural heritage with thousands of sandrock art paintings preserved in caves and shelters telling stories of ancient communities. Visitors enjoy hiking, bird watching, and exploring diverse flora and fauna. It's a combination of natural beauty and cultural significance makes a premier destination for adventure seekers, history enthusiasts, and families alike. The Drakensberg is truly the crown jewel of inland of KZN. So if you wish to travel to KZN, to the Ukahlamba Drakensberg mountain, do make sure, or if you want to add it on your bucket list, please do make sure so that you can go together with your friends and enjoy what the place has to offer. That's what we have for you this morning. I hope that was helpful enough. So right now we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we give you all your latest on your sports and news headlines. These are some of your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline: pastor arrested for drunk driving before baptism trip. A KwaZulu-Natal pastor was arrested for alleged drunk driving while on his way to St. Lucia for a baptism ceremony. Road traffic inspectorate officers stopped him on the R618 after noticing a strong smell of alcohol. A breathalyzer test reportedly showed a blood alcohol level far above legal limits, limit, leading to his arrest during a weekend crackdown on intoxicated driving. Your next headline: court set to hear Malema and Mchunu defamation dispute. The Gauteng High Court is set to hear oral evidence in the ongoing defamation battle between EFF leader Julius Malema and social commentator Ngizwe Mchunu. Despite issuing a public apology, Mchunu is accused of continuing to make defamatory remarks. Malema is now seeking further action, including possible imprisonment for contempt of court. Your next headline: Mackenzie defended 31 million rand World Cup spending. Sports Minister Gayton Mackenzie has defended nearly 31 million rand spent on South Africa's FIFA World Cup 2026 program. He says the funds supported travel, events, exhibitions and promotion of the country abroad, adding that some costs were covered by sponsors. The spending has faced criticism, but Mackenzie insisted the process was transparent and lawful. That's all for your news headlines. Heading over to your sports news, starting off with rugby news. The Junior Springboks retain a world title after gritty final winner. The Junior Springboks secured back-to-back World Cup Rugby Under-20 Championship titles with a hard-fought 16-5 victory over France in Tbilisi. Coach Kevin Foote praised his team's resilience after they absorbed relentless pressure and delivered a defensive masterclass. Despite a delayed start in a physical French challenge, the young South Africans stayed composed to claim their third world title and confirm their dominance at junior level. Still on your rugby news, Currie Cup kicks off with thrilling opening round clashes. The new Currie Cup season got underway with a series of dramatic matches as the Bowland Cavaliers, Cheetahs, Sharks and Stormers all recorded opening wins. Tight scorelines and challenging conditions highlighted the competitiveness of the tournament, with teams battling errors and discipline issues. Early results suggest a fiercely contested season ahead of a side looking to build momentum from their first round. The next news and the next sports headline: Evenepoel wins stage 15 as Vanguard crashes out. Remco Evenepoel claimed a major victory on stage 15 of the Tour de France, edging out race leader Tadej Pogacar on a demanding mountain finish. The stage was overshadowed by a crash of two-time champion Jonas Vingegaard, who was forced to abandon the race with injury. His exit reshapes the overall standings, with Evenepoel moving into the strong contention heading into the final stage. That's all for news and sports headlines. If you happen to want to share your thoughts on these headlines with us, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 0604933226. Right now, let us take a short break. We'll be back with your market rates and your latest weather update.
Smart baby, that thing so vibrant. Keys to your heart, baby girl. You right next to me.
Live. Durban Streets, what's poppin'?
The favorite morning crew
on the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Let's go.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous NommyP, Umkabayi, Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE list. My name is MooCee list. On the Vooka Breakfast Show.
I've been missing the way you touch me, baby. Kisses on my neck and the love you gave me. When I think about it, I go a little bit crazy. Gotta be more than this for you and I to coexist. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Help me, I don't wanna be just just a one night stand. I'm looking for closure. So baby, pull me closer. I've been scrolling through the text messages you sent me, trying to fill the holes where you left me empty. And when I think about it, get a little emotional, knowing that we might never ever be close to loving. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend. I'm looking for closure, so baby, pull me closer. Help me, I don't wanna be just a one night stand. I'm looking for closure, so baby, pull me closer. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend.
You're still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Very good morning to everyone who is listening and tuning in from wherever you are tuning from. I hope that you guys are going to be with us, hanging out with us, of course, up until the hour 10 o'clock, making sure that you are warm on this beautiful, chilly, cold morning. I also want to hear from you. How are you doing this morning by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show? The hashtag to use is the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Nation, all the way. And you can connect with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. On Instagram is Vooka Breakfast Show. On Facebook it's a Vooka Breakfast Show. Also on YouTube and TikTok is Vooka Breakfast Show. If you're watching right now on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, please do make sure that you press that subscription button and press the notification button, so that whenever we go live like days like this, you would be notified that your best breakfast team is ready to kickstart your beautiful mornings, and making sure that we keep you warm and chilled with some beautiful conversation, thought-provoking, that we also want to hear from you. If you want to share your thoughts, come through the comment section right there. And you can send your voice note, and we do, of course, take your calls by dialing the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. It is the 20th of July 2026, and we are from a beautiful weekend where so many activities were taking place. We also want to hear from you. What are your weekend highlights? What were you up to when it comes to celebrating and, of course, spending your 67 minutes for celebrating and commemorating Nelson Mandela Day? Right here, we want to hear that as we continue having these discussions. 14 minutes past 8, it is the time. My name is Moeketsi, and I'm happy and excited to be with you. And I still ask, how are you doing this morning? Let's talk. Let us engage right there on the comment section. And then, of course, just to prepare you in terms of what you need to expect if you are in any of the cities when it comes to your weather update. If you're in Cape Town, you're currently experiencing 11 degrees with scattered clouds. And then in Durban, it's 19 degrees with scattered clouds. Also, Pretoria, it's 14 degrees with scattered clouds. And then in Johannesburg, currently it is 8 degrees with scattered clouds. And then your market rates for this morning, July 20th, 2026. Let's look into your commodities and how the rand is doing with other currencies out there. Starting off with your US dollar, it is currently trading at 16 rands 51 cents. And the Great British Pound is currently trading at 22 rands 18 cents. Euro is currently trading at 18 rand 88 cents, and lastly the Japanese yen is currently trading at 10 cents. And then heading over to your commodities, gold is currently at 43,451.9 cents, and 1 barrel of Brent crude oil is currently at 1,546.45 cents. And then lastly, Bitcoin is currently trading at 1,247,463.29 cents. So that's what we have for you on this beautiful morning of July 20th, your market rate and your latest weather update. If there's any of the advancement or any updates, we will share them with you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So let's stay together and make sure that we enjoy this beautiful morning. But you know that when it comes to enjoying beautiful mornings like this, I am not alone. I'm always with the best team, making sure that you are warm. Joining me right here is Mr. B. How's it going, my good sir?
Hey Mo, All is well, doing good. Happy Monday, Vooka Nation. It's one of those Mondays where you look forward to something else. Ne?
Yeah.
After the World Cup, but we realize that action we used to get.
It's gone.
It's gone now. So it's like we need to move on to the next thing. But other than that, I'm doing good. I feel like I've made a recovery.
Yeah.
Maybe 90%. But I think the other 10% will be during the course of the week. But other than that, super awesome. There's just a lot that's planned for today. But we'll fill you guys in a bit later. But on your end, how's you, bro?
Man. I think I slept late because I wanted to see the whole game celebration and what was going through, just the emotions of how other players were going to feel, of course, right?
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I'm happy that it turned out that Spain won the World Cup because it was looking bad on Argentina's side. Like, it was very bad. Like, they had a plan, but in terms of executing, it failed dismally. Because Argentina, whole 120 minutes, they only had 2 attempts and 0 shot on target. Right, which it made it difficult. So the Spain team really showed that they kept on with the consistency from the beginning. And there was nothing that they could do, honestly.
I mean, there was talks about probably Argentina, like they've done in their previous games, will only come back on the second half. Because from past experiences, they would play the first half, but they would start adding pressure.
Second half.
But I think, Pelamage, in fact, we're talking finals. You have to add pressure from the very beginning. Like, there's no time to say, hey, let's be strategic about it. The only strategy is just keep adding pressure. And they were relaxed. And look, even the 2 goals isn't Genile. I mean, I can argue, Guti, what's this guy's name? Williams.
Which one?
The Spanish guy, the one with the dreads.
Nico Williams.
Yeah, Williams, right? So, I mean, I can argue, Guti, that goal, goalkeeper wabazang bamtint.
Yeah.
It should count as a goal, right?
Exactly.
So, by the looks of things, it could have been 3-0. But it was just 1-0 into extra time. But we'll unpack that a bit later on. Yeah,
very interesting. So let us know how everything went on your side. If you watched the game, or what are your thoughts? Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use, or you can send us your voice note on 0604933226. Of course, we know that we always have these conversations on each and every morning, right? And this morning we are going to be touching on hits that were made by AI.
Yeah, apparently these hits are being removed from Spotify. So
is
Spotify,
it individuals or Spotify is removing the hits?
Well, I think the other streaming platforms will follow. But then Spotify just removed a number of hits. But before we get there, this portion is sponsored by Blinko Studios. So a big thank you to Blinko Studios for sponsoring this segment. And if you're ready to start a podcast, record voiceovers, or need top-tier videography and photography, then Blinko Studios right here in Dobsonville, Soweto is the place to be. From concept to final product, they host shows like the Vooka Breakfast Show, ASM Chronicles, as well as Chris Network. So the quality is guaranteed. So email studios@blinko.co.za and turn your podcast or multimedia dream into reality. So thank you so much for sponsoring. We're shooting right here at the Blinko Studios. But then Mo, heading back to this thing about AI. So now Spotify is basically saying, hey, we're going to remove, 75 million.
75 million is a lot of songs.
75 million songs. That's because in the past couple of 2 years or so, they've been receiving a huge amount of people submitting songs that are made by AI
generated.
Right? So I feel like when you dilute juice. So you've got this juice and it's nice, it's concentrated in a proper way. but you guys just keep adding water. There's not a lot of quality that's coming in. So Spotify, overnight, 75 million songs have been removed. And so imagine waking up to find your favorite playlist missing tracks that you've loved. Would you still enjoy a song if you found out that no human actually made it? But the fact that they're removing these songs just goes to show that there's a problem. And I think AI is causing more damage than good, you know? So you might just try and find, I'm not saying that's the case, but you might just look for it and not find it.
Not Credo, guys. They can remove anyone from Spotify, but not Credo. I mean, when it with the argument, if it is creating bad,
I think it is causing more harm. Yeah.
But in what way, though?
Like, for example, a lot of people will come through as musicians, né?
Yeah.
But remember, being a musician requires a certain skill set. And if you are able to prompt then it means you've got the skills of prompting, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a musician. Right? So I think it takes away and it does muddy up the waters, and at the end of the day we don't even know who's who in the zoo. 20 years from now our kids won't even know if the song was produced by a human or not. At least we have that privilege because we know when AI was introduced. So anything above the year 2022, it's like there's probably AI, like you'd have to fact check. So anything above 2022 for me, I know Guti, it's AI. And as a Spotify subscriber myself, it's good to know that maybe not remove the songs, but it's like just have a separate category altogether that says AI
music generated,
right? Some might argue, Moguti, but we use AI as a means of fusing the two together, right? I don't know in that case, but I think if we can clearly separate something that was made by AI versus humans, I think that would be great.
Well, for the platform, I feel like it makes sense on their side, to separate and saying AI is causing more harm, right? Especially when you want to know the credits, who's behind the song, what's the story behind this artist,
the producer,
and things like that. But I feel like even when people are consuming music, there's a group of people who are like, we don't care as long as it's good music. And I think that will also take a lot to create a platform like that. So I think the reason why people, were submitting their music to Spotify, because it's a good platform to do that, right? Maybe they should, as you mentioned, to say, okay, guys, let us have like a category that says AI music only. You can't mix like Brenda Fassie. You can't have, Brenda Fassie, and then when you click next is an AI generated song.
Exactly.
So there's people who are like, guys, we just need good music, and unfortunately and fortunately, AI is producing good music.
Yep, unfortunately.
Right. So I can see because curating your perfect morning playlist, discovering what you think of course is the fresh new artist. The beats are great, the vibe is perfect, and then you find out that some of those artists don't even exist. They were created entirely by AI and suddenly removed because they were part of a streaming scam.
Absolutely. The one that I can think of is there's a guy that synthesized Tupac's voice, right? He says he wrote the lyrics, right? But then on YouTube, it's basically Tupac's voice, right? So he makes the beats with AI, but he wrote it and all of that. Cool. But now here's the kicker. So when I went over to Spotify to see if the song exists there, what happened is he got someone else. It's a different voice. But you can tell, man, okay, on YouTube, because it's more of an open platform, he synthesized the voice by uploader. In fact, the full album, right? So it's cool. Everyone enjoys it. They love it. But then when you go to Spotify, it's a different voice. And you know why? Because over at Spotify, you can't say you can't claim to be something that you are not.
Yeah.
So in this case, when I listen to it, I'm like, it sounds bland. But the reason why I actually enjoyed the other one is because it sounds like Tupac.
Yeah.
So now that's where the issue or the contention is. Uguti, they can upload it on other platforms like YouTube, but then when it comes to where music is somewhat copyright protected, that's where they struggle and go by inking.
Yeah.
You know? So that's where the issue is, because some might have different perspectives to say that AI empowers anyone to make music, no studio and no training required. And I've got a issue with that. Right, people spend time, they go through lessons, they pay money in order for them to become musicians. But not just that, but you know, you dedicate yourself towards the craft, and then someone just comes through and
they prompt.
I mean, look, I take time when I go to school and I become a chef, and then when you go by one of those ready-made meals at Woolworths, you come through, you plate it, and more, you're the best cook. I'm like, dude, we're not the same. We're not the same, right? And then others worry it takes real income away from hard-working musicians, and this is where I stand.
Yeah.
And others will say millions of tracks were reportedly uploaded just to game streaming payouts, right? And some listeners don't care how music is made. If it sounds good, it's going on their playlist. And then lastly, others feel misled if they don't know whether a song is human made or AI. Like let me know. That's why you see, let us create a category that says AI. AI. Because here's the thing with AI, it's trained from actual music.
I mean, they're prompting from what, you know, artists have been working on and doing for like a number of years, right? So I think when it comes to copyright, that's when we can put a stop to say, no, guys, I mean, be creative, like come up with your own sound, you know, prompt with your own sound. So if it goes to a point where now they have to copyright, they have to take people's voices, I think that's where we can say, okay, now we can put a stop into this.
I mean, you can build your own model, right? And this model, you can train it on your own data.
Yeah.
So if you suck then the model will give you what you give it.
Yeah.
But if you train it on other people's data, that's you essentially saying, hey, can I have Dr. Dre's mind here? Can I have Black Coffee? Like, you are taking other people's IP.
Yeah.
Right? Train it on your own data and let it produce music based on what you train it on. Right?
Yeah.
So then, I've got a couple of questions that I'll be asking throughout the show. But the first one I'll leave you with here is with regards to AI. So we know that Suno, which is one of the platforms, Suno AI is an emerging platform for generating songs. And at what stage does a user own the rights to their music? Do they own it immediately after generating it? Is it only after a subscription, or Suno owns it forever?
Yeah.
So that's the question, that whenever you're done prompting, who owns the song? Is it you or Suno after generating that song?
Yep, we'll get into that after this short break, and of course, know everything.
Hashtag Live for Radio, the underground.
Yeah, stepping in the spot like she own it, looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. Talk of the city with the body, always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it? Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. Yeah, that thing's so vibrant. I wanna know if you can give me the keys to your heart, baby. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe Moeketsi, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe Moeketsi, mami venaki. Moji mule na
curves on that body. She bring the heat like wasabi. Promise not to test your heart. Never, we just can't be kept apart. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you the best by far. Always go the extra mile. Yeah, yeah. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mulena vanemia ila. Vanemia ila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mulena vanemia ila. Vanemia ila.
Great sounds, of course, just to begin your beautiful morning. A very good morning if you have just joined us. I hope that you are doing good on this beautiful Monday morning at the beginning of a new week ahead of us. We know that this week we need so much strength, we need motivation. And of course, if you need that, you've got it right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. I see some of the comments coming through right there on YouTube. Miss Q Rams coming through saying, morning Vooka Nation, happy Monday and blessed day to you all. And then Z Elizabeth saying, good morning Vooka family, underground radio DBN and the best energetic breakfast team. Happy new week and wishing you all a blessed week ahead. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course the number to dial is 0604933226. That's 0604933226. 33 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock. And of course, when you are looking into knowing more about the Vooka Academy, this segment is proudly brought to you by the Vooka Academy, where dream of building a world-class online multimedia platform is alive and growing. If you are passionate about radio, video, presenting, production, post-production, and everything in between, Vooka Academy is your home. Visit academy.vookadaily.co.za and start your journey today. Shout out to our sister brand for powering this segment, which is Underground. And if you happen to have iOS and Android, you can simply download the app, which is both available on those apps. Underground Radio app is the app that you can download yourself, right? And we know that we are getting into everything weekend recap in terms of what happened. If you want to share those highlights with us, walk us through. But there were so many things that took place during the weekend.
So many things.
Yeah. So what are you up to this beautiful weekend?
So as mentioned last week Friday, I was indoors, man. I really enjoyed it. And I was watching the game yesterday, but I didn't watch the ceremony all the way at the end, right? But then this morning when I woke up, I saw a headline that one of the players, I'm not sure if it's from Argentina or Spain, didn't want to shake Donald Trump's hand. Because funny enough, I was just telling my partner, Guti, it's interesting how Donald and the likes would sit there and enjoy a peaceful game whilst halfway across the world there are individuals that are, facing war and all of that, right? Yeah. One of the players didn't want to shake him, and I found that very communicative. Guti, look, dude, I'm kufatel, But good weekend nonetheless. Lots of food. Chilling with my daughter. I mean, she's just a handful. Especially man, because she can put together a full paragraph, a sentence, and all of that. But mine was good. Can't really complain. I'll do it again. On your side?
Mine also was a very good weekend, because it started on a Friday, when we went out with friends.
You left early, right?
Yeah, just to blow off some steam. It's one of the things that we always spoke about, especially we take our gathering serious. It's something that we use just to let go of some of the tension that's built up. It's therapy. It's therapy. So Friday and Saturday we dedicated those 2 days into hanging out with each other. right? Because I think individually there's things that we would like, to let go of. Because whenever there's certain people when you are with, you know that you can be able to let go of things. So it was a very refreshing weekend for me, and just looking into what were people up to, with the 67 minutes. I saw a lot of, because I saw the Kaya team, went out to paint a daycare, I think in Tembisa, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice, beautiful.
Yeah, so those kind of activities. And one of the things we were discussing with my friends was the more you grow up, you would see how important it is to participate in this day. I mean, you might have whatever you have with the man himself, but participating is very important. I mean, a company can fire you if you don't participate.
It's real, Mo. It's real. But then remember last week we were asking the questions. What does the 67 minutes mean? 67 minutes basically represents the 67 years Nelson Mandela was in public service.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Oh, okay.
67 years of Nelson Mandela being in the public space.
Okay.
And you're right. In terms of giving back, and when you warm blankets, especially winter, and then you start to think about kunabantu that don't have, that's where it starts to hit home.
Yeah.
And let's say now you've got dependents and you see it's okay, my dependents are warm because of me right now. But let's just say I was not in the picture,
Yeah.
So let me try and extend a gesture, a helping hand, just so that someone else's day can also be warm out there. So I think the older you grow, the more you start seeing the importance of actually giving back. Just the concept of giving. I
mean, also giving back, because there's people who are very big on giving to a point that they do not give back to themselves.
I've seen that.
I also think that it's a skill that helps you to shape into how do you also pour back into your cup as a human being, to say, okay, now I have done this community service for the whole week. Okay, this weekend I'm going to pour into my cup, so that I can find balance within.
I mean, they've always said Uguti, self-care is the first form of self-love.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes you try and understand why people tend to give more to others than themselves, and you might find Uguti, there is an element of neglect.
Yeah.
Where by giving you're hoping to get something, but the concept of giving alone, one should detach or be indifferent from the results themselves. If someone says thank you, cool. If they don't, that's still cool. If I give you a jersey today, whether you're a Gogo or a Gogi, look, I've passed it on and that's it. Whatever you do with it, that's it, right? So I think when giving, one should actually be indifferent from the results, not worry as to should or will they say thank you or how they'll treat it. It's up to them.
Yeah.
Now it belongs to you. I've let go.
Yeah.
And by doing so, spiritually so, you're now making room for other things to come through.
Of course.
So just last week, it wasn't something we spent time on, but we were talking about hoarding, and there are some individuals that would hoard physical things. Others hoard imtwalo, as in like, just let go, bro. Like just let it go. Breathe. Ube grand, But people just hold on to these things. Uguti, in 1962, when you did X, Y, and Z, and I was watching some comedy on TikTok. There's this lady, but Mamagalo.
Oh, Mamagalo.
Yeah, and they just keep, It's funny because I know people that are like that.
Yeah.
Like us. So they was as one ends in sona. So it was, but guys, just let go. Let go. If you're holding on to something, don't hoard. Let go. Give away that shirt. Because sona 4 years give it away.
Let it go.
Give it away, so let it go.
I mean, letting go. I feel like it's coming to a point that it's becoming a skill now, right? Because because people don't let go, but they try to suppress what they're trying to let go to a point that if you can remember, some of those things, it's like you've kept it, in your safe right there to say, no, this one I'm gonna keep it for later stage. And I've seen people using that as excuses, right? To say, the reason why I'm not doing this is because of, hey guys, I lost my girlfriend, I got dumped, I lost my job, or this and this happened, my friend punched me, and then those kind of things. So people, yes, they do try to let go, but they don't entirely let go. It's like, no, I'm fine.
No, it's a skill, like you said, Uguti. I wonder if you can be taught how to do it, then perhaps you'd have a better chance of doing it. But it's not easy, Mo.
Yeah.
I know it's easier said than done, but it is a skill that can be taught. Yeah. And speaking of giving, so today we will also be doing our fair share of giving, because we will be at MICM, Morris Isaacson Center for Music, and this will be in collaboration with the center itself, which is, the center is collaborating with Woolworths, I believe. And we'll be doing some food parcels and all of that, right? So we'll share the proceedings of the day on our social media, but we'll be out there doing and giving back our 67. And when we do, we're not going to expect anything in return, right? Or are we?
I mean, we are giving back to the community. Mandela was a good man, guys. Very, very, very good man. So it's very important
He fought for us, right?
He fought for us. We are here because of that man, right? He fought for everything, whatever that we need, the freedom, you see, the economy that we see, the jobs that you have. He fought for those things. So if you get the time, go out, or maybe take a portion from your salary, right? Cook a soup for kids who are needy, and also you can buy some gifts and go give away, because one thing I like about them all, they always take part in these initiatives. What they were doing was giving away food parcels, because it's July, it's cold. Again, they were giving away blankets, so that people can keep themselves warm.
Yeah, I mean, guys, give us 67 rand, 670 rand, 6.5 fee, 67. You can just call us and we'll give you our account number, and you can donate towards a good thing that we're doing here, right?
Vooka Foundation.
Exactly, right? So we want to make sure that the foundation is Vookified and it is solid. But we're going to be out there at the MICM Center. But Mo, in the last minute, just before we go on a break, right? So coming back to the FIFA World Cup, right? And this is something that we will talk about a bit later on. Sports, for me and my dad, was a thing that would allow us to pass time. If there wasn't anything, more especially sports, you could feel the tension, right? And I feel like now that the World Cup is over, a lot of individuals don't have anything else to look forward to, or even have conversations to strike in the corridors.
I mean, even partners, there's, a lot of girls are coming through and saying, yo, Nkosi yami, this is an end to sleepless nights. Because now game or 3. Like, who does that? So, like, it really took a lot of people's time.
It did.
Because now there were fan parks. Like, babes, I'm going to watch a game. Right? Quarter final, semi-final. Like, places were hosting people. Like, they were making sure that they're taking this opportunity to host the people. But we also want to hear from you. What did you do, and what did you get up to do during the weekend? Giving back for your 67 minutes. But with the World Cup, I mean, I think next week the Betway Premiership kicks off, and then 3 weeks after the Premier League kicks off, and then other leagues will kick off. Now it's back to square one now.
This just reminds me of my daughter, where we are looking at finding a way to regulate her screen time. So of keeping her occupied. Right. So I think what's happening here is that the World Cup is over. Betway is coming through. So I think the idea is that let's just keep them occupied.
Keep them busy.
Keep them occupied for adults. This is keeping them occupied for adults. There's always going to be something. And you know how these things are seasonal, where but then, you know, after this, there's the UEFA, there's this, there's that. They've also increased the number of games.
Of course.
There's something to watch on Netflix, but just always keep them occupied.
I mean, I see with the movies, we can say movies keep people occupied, but sports is a serious thing. Sports is a very serious thing. I mean, that's why they increase the number of teams in competition in the tournament, you know, so that they can have more games. More games means more people watching and more money is going to be generated. So it's those kind of things. I mean, right now we're going to be arguing about because transfer season is open. That's what a lot of people are going to be looking out for, to say, okay, who's moving? Because one thing the World Cup does, it increases the value of the players. So the transfer market becomes a very interesting thing to look out for, because already Chelsea has made a record signing of £117 million by signing this guy, but I think it's a player from but it's one of the players from the Premier League, right? A record signing of £117 million. So it's those kind of things that we'll be looking out for. Now there's rumors that Real Madrid wants, you know, Olise, who also will cost £200 million. So people will be looking out for that. We know our famous man Fabrizio Romano, he's the one who, you know, gave us this transfer news and looking out to say, okay, who's moving, who's about to move, what are the talks, and then what team, you know, has approached this person, right? So there's always something in sports. Like, there's always something.
Yeah, and even celebrities flock to these events. I mean, there was Jay-Z and Beyonce, Matt Damon, Tom Cruise
made a speech.
it's crazy. And I mean, there was also complaints, but why is the halftime so long? Because you know how muscles cool down. So
they cut off the 30 minutes because the initial idea for the halftime show was 30 minutes, right? So they cut it off to 15 minutes because now players cannot be, you know, resting on the changing room for 13 minutes. So we're gonna cool off, and then it's going to cause more injuries to the players.
But anyway, Mo, before we dive into today in history, right? There's a lot that keeps people occupied, and the other one, which is something that I've been mentioning on the show, is about the moon landing, right? So we're going to dive into that after this, and I want to hear your thoughts. I know Queen has a birthday shout out, so perhaps we can do the same thing we did last week, where send through the number, let's call them, let's wish them a happy birthday live right here on the show, and let's make their day special, right? So we'll come back and I'll talk about the moon landing, because also it is international. It's International Moon Day today, right? So we'll talk about that and we'll unpack it.
Moon landing, moonwalk, everything that has to do with the moon. I mean, if you have anything you want to share with the conspiracy that is around, you know, going to the moon and landing, come through. Let us talk, let us engage. It is hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. I can see some of the comments that were coming through. Mam Timbim saying a very good morning, Vooka Nation of Underground Radio DBN Fam and the best energetic Vooka team on a beautiful sunny Monday. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Hashtag Happy New Week. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and be blessed. Thank you so much, Ma. And then Mr. saying, so glad the World Cup is over. We are preparing for the next one. 2030 is right here.
It's just here.
2030 is right here, and I can't wait for the next World Cup, because Spain is going to make sure that they are going to be
Nati, look, let's just do the right thing so that we can attend the World Cup. Let's work hard.
With your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Let's
go.
Famous NommyP,
Hang out with myself, the one and only MooCee Mist. My name is MooCee on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Brothers and sisters,
check this out. High definition radio. The underground.
Shall we proceed?
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
It's like I never mission and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide?
So, one of the things I struggle to understand is that being a whistleblower, they would call you a conspiracist. And then what happens is years later, it turns out that you were actually right? And the same is true right here with the Apollo moon landing. So there's two camps. Some believe Vukuti it's faked. Others believe Vukuti it's true. Because if you believe Vukuti we are part of the Big Bang Theory, right, where things exploded from nothing, and then matter, space, and time came into existence as a continuum all at the same time, then you would also have to believe, Uguti, the world is a spinning sphere, and that we also landed on the moon. You can't say, I do not believe in the moon landing, and then believe on the other one. Because everything has to, like Zonke, they coincide.
The other one being what? The Bible?
No. Like Uguti, for example, evolution, number one. You have to believe in evolution for you to believe in the moon landing. Think about it. But
wait, say that again. You have to believe in?
If you believe in the moon landing, it means you also
as
believe...
in man landing on moon, being able to land on
the moon landing, yes.
Okay.
Then it also means you believe in evolution.
As in that man came, like as a Homo sapien, the evolution of man.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know about that, but okay.
Because I get it, Tina, the ones that come out and talk about these things, they would call you a conspiracist. And then it turns out, Uguti, you're actually correct. Like, if you think about 9/11,
okay,
right? Like, so I won't name it, but there's something
there's some truth to
foul
it.
Play. Yeah, exactly. So today is International Moon Day, but this day comes from the fact that in 1969, right, on the 20th of July, that's when Apollo 11, supposedly the moon landing, took place. And it was on this day that the mission made history as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon. So the event was broadcast worldwide, inspiring generations and marking a defining moment in science, technology, and global cooperation during the space race. Right? So because of time, things I can't get into, but then apparently man landed on the moon for the very first time today in 1969. And there's a guy that came out and said, hey, we haven't been to the moon in quite a long time, because number one, whenever we exit Earth, that there is this ring of radiation called the Van Allen belts. So these radiations are quite deadly. So in order for you to go to the moon and come back, it means you have to pass there twice, right?
Okay.
But then they did it in 1969, and we can't do it
again.
Namanj.
For the fact that NASA came through and said that They've destroyed
they destroyed the guys. I'm sorry, but how? What else do you need?
But to figure no more thing destroyed. And there's no technology that can build that car again.
It would be a painful process to build it back up. But anyway,
wow,
that's the day we're supposedly celebrating. Another one is International Chess Federation, where it was founded today. In 1924. I don't know if any of you guys can play chess.
We play raba chess.
I play draft. I did draft. Chess was never really like a sport that I was really that into. I felt like, I mean, you know, when growing up, in primary school, they'll try to expose you guys to these kinds of things and try to teach you and get you into these things. But it's like, no. For me, at least. For me, I was like, no. Like there was... You remember how I think it was sometime last week or 2 weeks ago when I spoke about, what are these things? Extramural activities, hobbies that require money. Like we're talking about bikes, and like you're spending 60,000 to fund a hobby, you know. So I sort of have or had, and still to this day hold that sort of same notion about chess. It's just a lot of work. Now you have to learn these strategies, and like it's a game. Like let's just play a game. And I think that's part of the hot take that I had a few weeks ago when I was talking about the World Cup. At the core of it, and I get the expression of it and how big it is and how the impact that it has on the world. It does, completely so. That you can't take away from it. But it's a game at the end of the day. Yep. More than anything else, at the core of it, strip everything away. It's a game. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so there's too much. Now, I have to learn the king and the queen, you have to protect. There's strategies you can use. There's the theorem that I know, guys. No, I can't. So I was never like a chess person like that. I don't know about you.
It's checkmate for you, bro. Look, my brother Kolani, he once came home with
a chessboard.
Yeah, like a nice frosted glass thing, and so I played a little bit, but I mean he's more of an avid player than I am. So yeah, I've played. I've played, but not that much. That much.
Do you still remember like the basics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chess.
Yeah, chess, guys.
Okay. I mean, chess.
You think 3 or 4 moves in advance. So just like how one can attribute how mathematics or science is contributing to their lives individually.
Sure.
I also think chess is one of those skills that contribute towards your everyday life.
It's a game of nerds, man. Because most people who play chess are nerds.
I think
not necessarily, you know.
After you learn chess,
you'll see that.
It's like yes,
it's much
guys,
deeper. I've
been missing out.
Yeah. Right? I've had a few friends where we'll go on performances and they'll bring out a chessboard and but I've also watched the Gambit, the what Gambit. It's a series on Netflix. I'll look for it now. So it's this little girl who discovers that she has a knack and a talent for chess, and she goes all the way internationally. And this is during, I think, the 50s, 60s, something like that. And you remember how the US and Russia were at neck and neck and toe-to-toe about almost everything: sports, science, chess, all these frontiers. And she goes all the way and she challenges what do they call them, principals or grandmasters, like from China, from Russia and all of those countries. And it's like, it's interesting. It is.
I think the current grandmaster is a female
right? Of chess right now. Crazy. Cool.
But anyway, this day in July 20th 1924, right? So it was all about creating a unified global system for chess competitions and ranking. They were helping the game, helping grow the game into one of the most widely played and respected intellectual sports worldwide. So it's an intellectual sports. But right now we are... What's the number of days? We are
201 days. Like I mentioned, like guys, we're literally days away from saying we are 100 days away from completing the year, which is crazy. So today on the 20th of July is the 201st day of the year in 2026, and this leaves us with only 164 days before we say goodbye 2026 and hello 2027. And it's a strong checkpoint to reflect on progress made this year and refocus on goals for the months ahead. I know that I have quite a few things that I have planned for the rest of the 4 or 5 months remaining into 2026, and I don't know about you, would love to find out if, of course, if there's something that you would like to reflect on, all right? Because we are at the halfway, or we've passed the halfway mark of the year. We're into the second half of 2026, and I know Mo mentioned last week, even about 2 weeks ago, that he's really feeling the mid-year slump. I don't know about you, but
I think I'm revived, man.
I'm also not too bad, and I'm referencing. I actually, this dawned on me yesterday when I was at home. You mentioned last week that as much as you've been spending so much time indoors and at home and trying to recharge, it means not that you're not moving. This is something that you and I were talking about on Friday evening. And that dawned on me, and that it only resonated with me last night. I've actually been spending quite a lot of my weekends indoors, like with the intention of going out, but it's like, no, man, I need to go inward. I just need to go inward.
The same way Miss would be like, yeah, guys, in a winter, it doesn't make sense for me to go out in winter because it's cold.
Yeah, but no, that's
why subject yourself to the cold?
Well, that doesn't apply to you, Mr. B.
No. Trust me,
it shouldn't though.
I do go out, I do go out, but I do not prefer to go out kubanda.
Yeah, but you love winter. So this should be the best time for you in the year.
I love winter. I don't like getting cold. There's a difference, right? But anyway. That's that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, fair.
Interesting. And of course, we see there, as much as we are only left with 164 days, you also mentioned part of the history. Today we are celebrating both, Moon Day and International Chess Day, right?
Yeah.
Which honors the founding of FIDE. The FIDE in 1924. It celebrates strategic thinking, patience, and global connection with clubs, schools, and enthusiasts hosting matches and tournaments worldwide, including across South Africa. I mean, I've never came across a live streaming of, a chess being played, but I think maybe it's there.
I mean, remember we were supposed to do something like this with the mall, right?
Yeah.
But that didn't pan out.
Yeah.
But apparently I don't know if they did host it.
They did. I saw on their social media pages.
But it wasn't streamed live, so that's where the issue was.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that.
Yeah. Interesting. The next one that we have is International Moon Day, which marks the anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. It celebrates humanity's achievement in space exploration and inspires interest in science, innovation, and the future of space travel. And I see when we head over to the comment section, Mom Tembimli coming through saying, okay, Mr. B, I hear you. My younger brother was born on the 24th of July, and my mom used to call him Apollo 11. Do you know that?
Really? I didn't know that. Well, Minangmaza is Malumesi. Yeah, so my younger brother. Yeah, so
Apollo.
Crazy where these names come from.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, speaking of the moon, so they land on the lit side of the moon, and there's only one side that's facing us.
Yeah.
There's one face of the moon, and there's also the dark side of the moon where no one gets to see. So apparently there's a myth that there's people living on the dark side of the moon. But
I mean, they have torches. I mean, you can walk around in Yana with a torch and just check what's happening on the dark side of the moon.
But they always land on the lit side.
Lit side, yeah.
And India also landed. No man landed from India and these other countries, but they've sent rovers up there.
Yeah.
All right.
It's very
supposedly.
Yeah. So
the moon is plasma. It's not a physical object.
So talking about International Moon Day, right, and space exploration, and the moon landing. So this morning I came across a conversation about how Africa is on the frontier of the next moon landing as well, right? Very we're not talking like 50 years from now or 20 years from now. This is in this decade that we're living in right now. And there is a physicist by the name of Dr. Andriana Marius, who brought theoretical physicist and proudly South African technologist. And she was in conversation with the team on that platform that I'm referring to. And this is aimed at the next moon landing for Africa. And this is in Cape Town. So they were showing visuals of the physicists and scientists there in Cape Town. And how African scientists, data infrastructure, and researchers are positioning the continent to contribute to deep space research rather than remaining spectators in global lunar missions. So the shift in lunar exploration is that how the current era of moon missions like NASA's Artemis program differs from the 1960s space race. And the focus is on long-term sustainability. Sustainability and resource utilization, like the lunar water ice and the broader international collaboration. So literally,
cool story, bro.
No. I think it will happen. Look, Mr. P.
It won't. It won't.
Ooh, flat earthers, guys. We need both Dr. Mang who were here a few months ago, to come in studio so that we can dive into the conversation.
Look, here's the thing. Since 1969, so they say, ne?
There hasn't been another
man that has landed on the moon.
Sure.
I think what they're referring to here is they're going to send up things to the moon, but not an actual human being that lands on the moon. Right?
Yeah.
So since 1969, there hasn't been. Now, here's the thing. One of the technology that's powering your smartphone, it's a billion times faster than the computers they were using in 1969. Guys, this is true.
No, I'm not disputing.
It is,
it's
right?
Just funny.
So the computing power on your smartphone is way faster than the machines that they use. So at the time, even the president on a landline was communicating with the guys on the moon.
How does that happen?
Sure, guys, wake up. Wake up.
Oh, wake up, everybody. It's interesting, though. I don't know, but I just find it interesting.
You know when you appeal to authority, ne? Just because it's coming from an authoritative voice.
Sure, means not that it's truth.
No.
Okay. No, fair.
I mean, we still need, the footage of, Neil Armstrong.
Guys, that footage is bad.
I mean, even him, like a whole conversation of how it felt, what are the processes, what did he see, those kind of things, because I feel like the experience of him coming back, sitting down and having a conversation with the masses, it's very important. Like you are one of the few who have done this.
Tell us what happened.
What happened.
Out of the three gentlemen, Baba Buzuguti, did you guys see any stars? They look at each other. No, we didn't see any stars.
Do you feel like whenever people engage them about what happened, they are not prepared, or they were never prepared enough, and they didn't have their story in line?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Buzz Aldrin, Bambuza, a young girl, Yambuza, so how come you haven't been back to the moon quite a long time, right? Uti, that's because we never went. Telling the
he said that.
He said that. That's right. So, guys, look, this whole space thing. Funny enough, satellites, right here, even in South Africa, they're facing outwards.
Okay, meaning what?
So, look at our coastal line.
Sure.
Satellites don't point north or whatnot. They're all pointing outward, as into the south, right? So whatever it is that they are picking up from wherever, it's towards the south, as in the outer land.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But that's a conversation for another day. Again,
you kill me. You've gone deep into
I
this.
keep saying that, Uguti. Because also in the age of
awakening,
and
discovery.
There's nothing that they can do to prevent this information.
Absolutely.
Right. So
I mean,
truth will come out eventually.
One of the quotes from Neil Armstrong, you know, the man who has been to the moon.
What does it say?
He says, that's one small step for man, and one giant leap
for mankind.
But,
right? But there's no atmosphere and there's no wind in space. But the flag was
the flag. Also, upon their departure from the moon, the camera pans up as the shuttle goes up. It pans with them. So who stayed behind
to shoot the footage?
You know what they say?
Yeah.
But they were remotely controlled from Earth.
Yeah.
What if they sacrifice someone, guys?
Right, exactly. So then say it, like that movie The Martian, someone stayed behind.
Yeah,
right. No guy pan. But now here's the thing: the panning is so perfect, it's precise.
No pan, so we are like when I answer like this, you know.
It's so precise.
Yeah.
And none of the guys suffered any radiation effects.
Sure.
Apparently, this Van Allen belt. I mean, guys. Wake up.
You killed me.
That's guys. Right. Yeah, but that's what we have, of course, on this beautiful morning in terms of the days that we are celebrating: International Moon Landing Day and International Chess Day. If you are a favorite player or you like chess, this one is for you to go out with your friends and play some chess game, or maybe download a chess game in your phone and just to celebrate and remind yourself of the things that you used to like. And then getting into the birthdays for this morning, a celebrity birthday. If you are growing up, let us know, or if you know anyone who is growing up, please send a shout out so that we can help them celebrate their birthday and let them know who they are sharing their birthdays with. And then beginning with the first one right there at the top is the late Ricky Rick, who would be turning 39 years on this day. He was born on 20th of July 1987 in KwaMashu. Right here in Mzansi. Ricky Rick was a pioneering rapper, producer, and a fashion influencer. Known for hits like Boss Zonke, he played a major role in shaping South African hip-hop and youth culture before his passing in 2022. May his soul continue rest in peace, and of course his legacy won't be forgotten on what he did for the South African music industry, especially the hip-hop genre, right? And then the last one we have is Carlos Santana, who is turning 79 years. Born on 20th July 1947 in Mexico, Carlos Santana is a globally celebrated guitarist known for blending rock, Latin, and jazz sounds. With multiple Grammy Awards, his influence spans a decade and continues to inspire musicians worldwide. So that's what we have for the birthdays. And I see Queen right there saying, today it's my bestie's birthday, PC. Just want to wish her a beautiful, a prosperous happy birthday. And also my firstborn, Percival.
Hi man.
Percy Sledge.
Hi man. La pizza. She's that lady, man. You remember we hung out with them after the Vooka thing. Yeah. That one time. Yeah,
I don't know.
Do you remember? Scheme sabo Queen Lebotura and stuff. If you were to see, I'm sure you would like.
So she's from around.
I don't know where she lives, but she hangs out.
Let's call Percy.
I don't know. Queen, please send Percy's number through. But also another one, a special mention from my fam is my firstborn brother. Right? My firstborn brother is growing up in 1939. Yeah.
What?
1939?
No, 1989.
Hey, Tabang, Tabang, what do you drink? What do you eat, brother? To keep so young. Hey man, share with us.
1989.
Yeah, man, get a vampire.
1989.
You must see this. Like what I live. He
is growing up today, 1989. He was born, of course, on this day. And funny thing is, at home, it's so funny, and I think we have this nonchalant
So you woke up this morning, it's like, it's just one of these days.
Just one of the mornings. Right? Like I would come back, I know after, and later then say, happy birthday, Mfana, like this thing of growing up with only boys, man, it has gotten deep with me to a point. Yeah, it does. Like it does, right? Because you growing up not becoming that guy who's like, these little things. There's people who love celebrating little things, and for me it's like, dude, like it's your birthday. Yes, we understand. I mean, okay, what are we doing? Because that's a thing, for me. I mean, doing a birthday celebration, it has been a thing. It's been a culture that we grow up with. So at home it's like, nah, guys, we know each other. Guys.
I think you should do it more. It should. One of you should start it, and since when are you the one maybe who's realizing it and voicing out? You should start. I think birthdays, I don't know about you, Mr. B, but birthdays for me, they're quite important. They are. They are. You remember, I don't know about you guys, but last year I was very excited, and for the fact that we were going to the Kota Festival, the Soweto Kota Festival, I was excited, man, and I look forward to this year's one as well. But yeah, man, I think birthdays are quite important, in the sense that you need to really recognize, acknowledge your day of birth. I'm not saying do anything extravagant or big, or do you get what I'm trying to say? But like
go, bro.
Like
go
see
to the
it,
cafe.
man. I never.
Go celebrate.
But look, if that's one of your places,
that's
I'm only catching it now.
That's funny.
I'm only catching it now. Look, I personally wouldn't celebrate my birthday there, but if it's just on a personal level, guys. No, it's kinda ya Moeketsi. But if it's one of those places, or if it's a place that you feel like you would go and hang out there and have a good time, then go for it. At least you acknowledged and recognized your day of birth. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Mr. B? So yeah, man.
I mean, I had a conversation. I have a friend, she doesn't believe in, because of a religious belief.
Yes, sir.
So in her church, they don't celebrate birthday. They don't recognize birthdays at all. I mean, I asked, I was like, honestly, like in Zoklupa, I want to know why you guys don't celebrate birthdays. And then she was like, she found out, Uguti, one of the stories is that there was a guy who was chopping people's head off.
Okay, I'm not laughing, sorry.
On their birthdays.
So, also from a biblical standpoint, kunalapho where the Bible says ukuthi kahle kahle we should mourn the day of birth, because
mourn as in MOURN.
Yeah.
Mourn.
Yeah, guti, it's not a good thing, as in weep.
Mourn your day of birth.
Yes.
Why though?
Because
this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Because in Kinga, that's when problems actually start.
Outside.
So it's better your death date. I'll find the scripture for you now shortly, but maybe that's the reason why they don't celebrate birthdays. Yeah.
I mean,
guys, I'm sorry. Like I said, Mr. P, Mr. Mo, I don't know about you, because I know you guys grew up. Church was a thing, right? But
Rona we celebrate. Like Rona we buy.
No. What I'm saying is, the point that I'm trying to make with that reference is that, I don't know, sometimes guys, and I love how Ted broke it down for us in some of the conversations we had with him. We tend sometimes as individuals in society to take the Bible literally. Like literally.
Too serious.
Like if someone, Mr. B, today as we're going to be going at Mikam, you mentioned it earlier, right? If someone there out of the blue slaps you, are you going to turn the other cheek? Literally.
Probably would.
Like because that's the literal meaning to it. If your fellow brother hits you on the cheek, turn the other cheek, right? If the story of Moses,
but if someone spanks you one cheek, would you give them the other?
Why would you do that though? For instance, the story of Moses, because part of the reason that he was shown the promised land but was not granted access, right, was because part of the reason he stoned. No, he was part of the stoning. Firstly, he himself committed murder.
Well, he committed murder, ne?
Sure.
Even before.
Yes, no, before the stoning, yes.
So what I'm saying is,
yes.
As much as he committed the murder,
sure,
God still said, "Hey, you are the one to deliver."
Absolutely, but you are not going to go in. Yeah, you are not responsibility. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that sometimes we tend to take the Bible so literally, like and it's at convenience. Have you noticed though, Hori, when it's convenient, we want to use it literally and reference it literally, and we know the scriptures off by heart, but not like read the whole chapter. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So this thing.
So if you were to boil the Bible down to one sentence,
you can't. It's too vast. It's too complex. I don't think you can. It's too complex. Yeah. What would you say?
Love yourself.
Love
thy
thyself.
neighbor. As you love yourself. That's it.
Well, that's it.
I've boiled it.
There's one. That's just one. Point.
Yeah, but everything stems from love.
Sure.
Like for example, when you buy roses and stuff.
I don't buy roses.
Okay, chocolates. You've never.
I'm a roses. 5 roses. No, I have, but it's not. It
stems from love.
Yeah, so people should celebrate their birthday.
Absolutely.
Right? Because
morning
like there's people out there like we are born and I would say like you need some kind of experience in your life, and I think a birthday outing would help you to.
So yeah.
Right. Yeah, interesting. 22 minutes past 9. It is the time. But before we take a short break, to everyone who is celebrating their birthday, as the Vooka Breakfast team would like to say,
happy birthday! Woo! Hip hip hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
22 minutes past 9. It is the time. Let us take a short break, and then we'll be back right after this.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous NommyP.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MooCee.
My name is MooCee.
Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising. I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
26 minutes past 9. It is the time on a beautiful Monday morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Great songs coming through from King Sis, a song titled Wanna
Be Free. Yes, sir.
Of course, it is 27 minutes past 9. And what I want us to get into is what is happening on the social media street right now on our celebrity news. So an interesting headline has came through right there, where we have learned that what's this girl's name? Adechina deportation battle intensifies, right? So Chidima Adechina, former Miss South Africa finalist and Miss Universe Nigeria. So Chidima Adechina is fighting deportation from South Africa after being arrested for allegedly living in the country illegally and reappearing in court to challenge the decision. So she was arrested in June 2026 in Cape Town and released on warning. Home Affairs claims she and her son have no valid immigration status. She has returned to court, submitting an affidavit to regularize her stay. Her citizenship has been under scrutiny since 2024 Miss South Africa participation, with allegation linked to her mother's identity documents. She was later declared a prohibited person and allegedly re-entered South Africa illegally. So what's next is the court will review her affidavit and Home Affairs argument before deciding whether she will be deported or allowed to remain in South Africa. So what happens to her, achievements by being Miss, SA finalist, Miss Universe Nigeria?
I came across a thing on was it on Twitter? Somewhere on social media. And because of the unrest that's happening in South Africa with regards to illegal immigrants, right? And the March on March and the thing of Mabahambi and all of those things that we've been, witnessing and experiencing in our country. So Nigerians are saying that she should give back the crown. At least that's what I came across on social media. So Nigerians are like, since go country you are claiming to be a citizen of, right? Give us back our crown, so I don't know.
So Mayama, she is fighting so much, fighting literally to
belong
or stay in the country, that Nigerians are like, like give it, and I don't know, man, it has so many layers to it, this thing. And I remember 2 years ago, Mr. Mo, I don't know if you remember, but on that other platform that we were working on, we actually spoke about this a bit at length, and I really don't know how to feel about it, Mr. B, because it's layered, man, and it's not as black and white as we would like for it to be, right? On the one hand, chances are, or there is a possibility that Motswadi did come to the country illegally, right? While the child was still young, or the child was born here. Adechima herself. She was born here in Soweto.
Why though?
She was born right here.
Yeah.
She was born right here.
For instance, Lupita Nyong'o mentions to Trevor Noah on his platform that she was born in Mexico. She was born in Mexico and she lived in Mexico until the age of 6, and then they moved back to to Africa, right? So by origin, yes, she is African, but she was born in Mexico. So, and she says that she has both passports. I don't know if you saw that, Mr. Mo. She has both passports. Oh, well, she does
dual
have
citizen.
Yeah, she does have a passport, a Mexican passport. So I think it's more or less a similar thing with Adichie Magore. She was born in Soweto. So does that refute her South African status?
So the issue here is that her mom, she's from Mozambique,
sure,
and then her father is Nigerian.
Sure. Yeah.
So reports say that the mom used fake documents
sure,
to get a birth certificate.
Sure. For her,
sure, right? And then this only surfaced a bit later when she then applied to become part of Miss SA, and she was a finalist. But when looking at
background check,
you can tell Uguti the records or something was wrong there. And then Home Affairs then made the entire investigation only to find Uguti. The mom, she was arrested at some point.
Sure.
Uguti, she had submitted fake documents so that she can gain citizenship. Then that's when her citizenship was revoked.
Yeah.
Uguti, she then needs to fix some documentation and all of that. Yeah. So the mom was arrested for that. But then the question now is, you get two parents that have a child in a foreign country. So it's not even native to either of them, right? So she's born up, and then she now has a son, Yen. And the son
also doesn't have
because the father of the son is Nigerian.
But you know this.
This lady,
the father of the son is Nigerian as well, Yabo.
It makes things complicated.
So then herself and her son, Manje, there's because she went to court in Cape Town.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she's fighting for this thing, Uguti, but we've been in the country for quite some time.
Sure.
And I think, there's an article I read, Uguti. Some experts do say, Uguti, there's a fighting chance, Uguti, she will get South African
citizenship
because she's been in the country.
So number of years
there's a way to
to
fight this thing. But it comes back to this thing, Uguti, you're fighting so hard to be South African, give back the crown.
Yeah, because you were crowned Miss Universe Nigeria. Right? Because if it's Miss South Africa, it's only South African citizens who participate. So that also brings the question, what is the process of applying for, Miss South Africa? It's like they're taking anyone. The way things are looking like.
I feel like she could have, applied for Miss Mozambique and Miss Nigeria. Because Kanjalo, she has dual citizenship for where both her parents come from.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then none of her parents are South African. So it really... Yeah, man, like it complicates things quite a lot.
I don't understand, because I feel like if you are in a certain position in your life, like Mr. South Africa, guys, I should have my ways. Get ways to get papers, man. I don't think it should be very
properly so.
No, but it is, Mr. Moore. And I think we're getting to that point. And
use your status.
But at this point, it means nothing, because you got that status in ways that are not valid. Or you being applicable to be part of that process of getting that status was not in the correct channels or in the correct way,
But she's young, though.
She is.
She's 25, right? So, born 2001, right? So
this also takes away the fact that she must go out there and motivate young kids. It's like, how are you motivating us? You are illegal in the country. So what other things are illegal that you are doing?
Yeah, because she was taken in and she was released to go. Her
fingerprints are all over now.
Yeah,
in the system.
That's funny. Her fingerprints are all over. But yeah, I don't know. It's quite layered. And I think maybe it's a story that we should keep tabs on and see where it ends.
The development.
As and when it goes on and it develops. But I genuinely feel bad for her.
Yeah,
I really do. And I don't think that Motswadi's intention was to get to a point where now she's arrested and her child is.
But think about it, right? So you're a parent right now,
Sure.
and you are in a foreign country.
Sure.
Do you submit proper documentation, or do you now say it's no, mina, like Portugal?
I mean,
now your son
you would hide, obviously.
You would hide, as in
No,
like
as an illegal
perform a illegal act.
No, as if you came to the country legally, you wouldn't disclose to anyone that Auzanga in the right channels.
Yeah, but I need to. You have a child, and your child is born in a foreign country.
Sure. And then,
would you submit fraudulent documents
for my child? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
But you see, that's where this thing stems from. Moeketsi, even the mom, the mom was arrested because of that. She submitted fake documents.
There's a lot in that.
So this means she's defeating the ends of justice.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Interesting. We want to hear from you if you went through the story of Chidima Adechina, former Miss South Africa finalist and Miss Universe Nigeria. Deportation battle are intensifying as she was arrested in June 2026 in Cape Town and released on warning. And then what's also making moves on social media, on the social media threads, is that Vusi calls out actor pay model. So Vusi Tembekwayo and late actor Siputla Sibukhudi. Entrepreneur Vusi Tembekwayo has criticized South Africa pay once model for actors following the death of Siputla Sibukhudi, calling for reforms to ensure fair compensation. Actors are typically paid once with no royalties for repeat broadcast. Broadcasters and producers continue earning from reruns and licensing. Tembekwayo says this leaves many performers financially vulnerable. Siputla Sibukhudi, a veteran actor known for roles in major TV shows, died on 15 July 2026 due to complication related to diabetes. His passing reignited a debate about long-standing issues in the entertainment industry regarding pay and rights. So what's next right now is the calls are growing for government and industry reforms, including possible royalty structures and renewed attention on performer protection laws.
Yeah, I mean, so with music, Samro, royalties and all of that, I think to a certain level they've got it on lockdown, where as an artist you get paid royalties, but then obviously it depends with the contract that you have, right?
Yeah.
But in the TV space, not so much, because content is being put on repeat, and the ones that own the content are constantly getting paid. So I think what Vusi is advocating for here is to say, look, this model of paying actors once should be a thing of the past.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. And this is, I think the conversation should spread much further than just acting. Art as a whole, specifically Mr. B. And I know that I'm exercising and employing bias here, but I am, because this speaks directly to what we are doing as well, or to the space that we are part of. But I'll even stretch it for myself individually and very bias, in the sense that I am a performing artist. I am Mr. B, and as artists we are taken for granted, or at least the artistic space is taken for granted. It's taken for granted, and I think we're slowly getting to a point where society let's take down body YouTube, like let's take it down for 24 hours. Take TV down for 24 hours. Take music, take radio, take books away for 24 hours. And let's see where society will be. Let's see how people will cope, especially the so-called powers that be. One understand, I'm not trying to come for the corporate world, but we have, society has deemed, and unfortunately it's a conditioning, it's a thing that's been structured in society where corporate is running the world. And I'm not saying that I want art to run the world, but let's recognize and acknowledge the role and the significance of arts in our society, in our individual lives. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I absolutely concur with the fight that Vusi has taken upon himself to say, guys, like, what are we doing? To this day, we still enjoy Mzini Zinzizo. We were young back in the 2000s, Mr. B, when Mzini Zinzizo was a thing. virus makeup. It's still funny to this day.
So rather than them paying, they would rather take down SABC in core, right?
And say and have. That's a conversation.
Because I get that's where the conversation stemmed from.
Yes, sir.
See, you guys are having content on repeat.
Yeah.
Whilst the very same artists, some of them still alive, but even besides the point, even the families are still there.
Absolutely.
Right? But they're not benefiting as a result. So how is it that you are playing this content over and over again?
Absolutely.
Whilst Bonabanga told anything, and then obviously you're still generating revenue from that content.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, I think when it comes to royalties here, then contracts need to be in place, because sometimes I would also try and think of it from a producer standpoint, or the company that's responsible for creating the content. So you put together a production and you foot the bill and it pops, right? Sharp, you pay artists royalties and whatnot. But what happens tomorrow when you put together something, you put down 2 million of your own money and it goes nowhere?
Yeah, I mean,
so should we benefit the same way?
Because look, one of the questions that we ask is what do they even do with the money? Because we don't see any new content, right? Around this time, 9 o'clock up until 12 o'clock, SABC, it's the content that's being repeated.
Yeah, it's repeating
right?
content. Yeah.
So it's like, guys, when you get the money, what do you do with it? I mean, pay those actors, or maybe, bring something new that can make these actors have something to put on the table.
Invest back into the platform.
Invest back into the
platform.
You
see, the sad thing is that as well, and this is the fight or rather my contention within the creative space. And someone, you remember last week Sunday I mentioned that I was at rehearsal, right? And I showed Mo actually the videos from that rehearsal. And one of the ladies that were working with the MooCee, an amazing vocalist herself, she asks me, so since 2021, 22, I think, artists, well, South Africans, because remote South Africa, I don't know about other countries, but I'm sure there are other, I've seen videos from other artists, meeting other artists from all over the world. But since 2021, 2022, artists have been traveling overseas. South African artists, singers, musicians, instrumentalists have been traveling overseas since those years, right? And these are like 3-month or 6-month tours to places like Greece, Austria. Turkey is a very popular one, where I myself was invited earlier this year, to come through to those tours. And so what the thing is, or more or less around the thing is that once we start entering into our colder days and our colder seasons, that side they go into their spring and summer, and so they'll fly artists out, come spend 6 months. You're going to be entertaining people, much like cruise. The cruise ship, you come for a certain amount of time as a dancer, as a singer, as an entertainer, whatever the case is. So she asked me, MooCee, have you considered going? And I'm like, no, sorry, no, I'm okay. Like, no, I have my own personal reasons. But also on a broader scale is that the industry, Mr. P, for the most part, is run by people who don't understand what's happening on the ground as a creative, as an artist. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's where I think the problem starts. All these big production companies, all these entities that are running royalty companies and whatever the case is, they are run by people who have no idea what being a creative and what being an artist is. That's the problem. If you were to bring someone here, do you understand what the Vooka Breakfast Show is? Or what a production like the Vooka Breakfast Show is? Do you get it though?
No, I do. But you see, what I'm trying to also highlight is the other side of the coin.
Sure.
Eyoguti, Mzines Nsizwa is one of just a few productions that blew up.
Sure.
But there's countless out there that
didn't blow up. Sure.
And artists still wanted to get paid. And
sure.
Maybe let's say they did get paid.
Sure.
So now, because I'm the one that's taking the risk.
Sure.
My question is, if all things like they
should happen.
Off,
yeah.
do I?
What's the
now,
compensation rate here?
Exactly.
Sure.
You know. So I'm saying, okay, let's also consider that part as well. Oguti, if someone here comes through, Mr. Ati, hey, I'm gonna join the Vooka Breakfast Show and all of that, and it's at a time where we're
on our trajectory.
We're flying, we're doing we're traveling, and all is well.
Sure.
It's different for you.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Nalana, for someone that comes through, okay, guys, I've got a production, come through. Let's shoot, let's do 1, 2, and 3. You're still, like, you want to be paid. You know what it's like going for months on end without being paid.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the thing also I'm saying about an artist, in a sense where whether the production succeeds or not, whether we make box office or not, you still want to get paid.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And because of that, I have to take the risk.
So now you are talking. Now we're on the inside.
Sure.
Right. We're not talking about it as someone from the outside looking inward. Because that person would not understand what they're talking about. Right. So now when we're talking as creatives, as entertainers on the inside who are on the ground doing the job and who understand what the job entails, now where we can talk about it. My brother, I've been on tour with the production for 6 months. You only got here a month ago. Right. So genuinely, sincerely speaking, do you think that you deserve to be paid the same amount as me?
Absolutely no.
Exactly.
But
exactly. So even with the productions, the example that you just used, right? You'll have a Mzina Zintizo that blows off, and you'll have a Mzinwase Vooka that doesn't blow off. The numbers don't reflect. They're not the same. Yes, we're going to get paid more. We should get paid more because people are there's traffic towards that.
But they're loving.
There's traffic towards that.
But you were paid more. The only difference is that you were just paid once.
No. I'm saying once there's a regulated thing or whatever system that will be put in place. The thing that Uvusi Tembekwa is fighting
to support the actors.
Yeah, to support the actors on an ongoing basis, right? Ready the production, because you are gambling at the end of the day. You are, much like with any other business. Any other business is taking a gamble, whether in the corporate space, in the finance space, in the property space, to say that as Pam Golding, right, Pam Properties, we are going to take 2 million and advertise on SABC3.
Sure.
Right? It's a gamble, thinking that or hoping that people will gravitate and there will be traffic towards your business. Right? It's much like, same thing here with big productions. If we're going to put 2 productions out from 2 different production companies, we are gambling that people are going to love what we're doing. Right? And so those people should be compensated on an ongoing basis, not a pay once off or pay off once type of thing, but on an ongoing basis based on the numbers and the traffic that you guys are creating with this production. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't know if it makes sense.
No, it does make sense. So if I were to come to you guys and say, hey, we're in a production that's upcoming now.
Sure.
You do have the option of getting royalties, but it means I pay you less now. And if it pops off, it means you're going to get more.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I'm sorry, we tried.
It didn't work out.
So you choose. Do you want the lump sum up front for the work that you are doing, but it's only once off?
Or the royalties that are going to come off when the production...
Right, and it means, man, at the very beginning, you're not going to be paid quite a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it comes back to the Guy Lowe Sinners. Right?
Oh yes. You mean the director or Michael B. Jordan?
No, not Michael.
The director.
The director, because he directed Black Panther, Nani.
Yes.
I mean, he got paid some good money, but not like Fade.
Yes.
You know. And then when he did Sinners, he went to Warner Bros. Studios and said, "Look,
he wants his."
Yeah.
The rights to the movie completely.
The final cut. Because sometimes they decide how the story ends and all of that. So he decided. But what happens is that unlike the other deals in the past, this one, he wants to get paid in royalties.
Sure.
Because he believes Sinners will become a big thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So most of his money will come in after the fact.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Yeah.
So I think even with artists where it's like, hey, do you want to invest now? Or do you want to get paid now?
Right.
Because Nalapu from someone who starts something and then having people hop on and benefit the same way, I don't think it's fair.
Look,
so artists, if they are given the same choice, Uguti, if you want to get paid royalties. It means Uguti, let's take that money and invest it back into the project, and then you can get paid in royalties.
Don't you think that when productions work on something, they know it's going to pay? I mean,
no,
I don't think someone like Christopher will say, "Hey guys, I don't know if this will make it."
It's a gamble, Mr. Mo. I will tell you, it's a gamble.
Okay,
it's a gamble.
I think bigger companies can reduce risk.
The risk, absolutely,
but it's
from
still
experience.
There.
But
it's still there.
You'd find that all these big, like Ryan Coogler, Christopher Nolan, who's the director of Kill Bill. Who's that guy? I forget. But he directed the Jamie Foxx movie, the slavery movie that Jamie Foxx did. Django, right? It's an absolute gamble. You'd find that, Mr. Mo, if you were to sit down with them, they'd tell you, I have about 50 projects that didn't pop off. I have about 29. I have one understand.
So all those actors had to get paid.
Absolutely. One understand. So you invest, like the conversation that I was having with you last week Monday, where I'm saying there's a project that I want to put together, and because it's a MooCee missed thing, right? And I had the conversation with you, Mr. Bihor. I'm thinking of 1, 2, 3, my brother. Are you able to jump on? Can we do it like this? Here's what I'm thinking. Based on your experience, what do you think? How can I best approach it, right? But even putting all those ideas into action and practicalizing them, I have to have finances. Because I'm taking a gamble. After I put in the work, it's going to pay me off my initial money and then also have something as a profit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even after paying everyone else who was part of the thing. So, gamble. If I'm going to take 2 million, guys, I'm taking 2 million, I'm investing it into the Vooka Breakfast Show. And I'm estimating, because this comes with research and all of those things. So the contention here comes with the back end of it. We are being directed and being managed by people who don't understand what's happening on the ground. And that's where the contention comes in.
Sure. Kanjala, I do agree. Ne?
Sure.
I'm hoping, Uguti, more payment options will be put forward.
Sure.
Yeah.
Uguti, look, we can pay you up front, or we can pay you in the form of royalties. Right? So, but then you can also get royalties. After the
Mr. B, we should.
Has been released. If the movie pops off, good for you. If it doesn't,
sorry. We've given you
at least you've got the options.
No, but I think it should be both. In the sense, I think it should be both.
Options, Uguti.
I think both should be applied, Mr. B. Come with me for a second. It's a production. We embark on this production, right?
Sure.
We start rehearsing. We start putting the actors together. Everything that needs to happen on the back end of things, right? We come in, we work. Everyone works. Let's say the back end takes about 6 months preparation. I don't think it would be fair to give people an option of saying you can take lump sum now, but I popa, I'll told. In the sense that
I flopper, you made a good choice.
Sure. No, but in the sense that most 6 months in a, whether or not it pops off at the end of the 6 months or after it's been released, we will get paid according to what we get after the production has been released. But most 6 months in a, are you saying that if I choose to take royalties at the end, so I'm not getting anything most 6 months in?
So
how am I surviving though?
No. So it's not like you don't get anything.
Sure.
You don't get the lump sum.
Sure.
All at once. So remember, I think it was last week or the week before that, to Storm, Netflix paid him just north of 2 million.
Okay.
2 million.
Okay.
So what if, I'm just creating a scenario here, what if it's like, hey Stumo, take 200,000, or here's an option, 200,000 now, right? And then you get paid in royalties, the polygamous maidlala,
sure,
right? And then he decides, okay, I'll take the 200,000. So it means that yeah, he's listening. They're listening.
Our phones are listening to us, guys. Our phones are listening to us. That's funny.
Right. So he takes 10% and then he gets paid in royalties. And then after 10 years, when he now calculates Uguti, how much has he made, you might find Uguti, it's actually 10 million.
Yeah.
Right?
I know, but
or you can just take the 2 million whether or not the polygamous pops off, you did your part, and that's it. So I'm saying, in response to Vusine,
sure,
I agree. But then it's not that straightforward to say, hey, guys, let's introduce a payment option where you can get paid multiple times.
Yeah.
But that also means something. If you want to get paid multiple times, it means that you are also part of the journey that we are taking.
Sure.
So it can't just be a case,
it's a tricky one.
But you know, when you just look at how these actors lose their lives, it's mostly health implications, right? And
strenuous hours that we're working.
When my call time is like around 3:30, every day, like you have to go and shoot. It's those things.
And it's 13-hour shifts,
yeah.
15-hour shifts. Mr. B, I'm sure you've been on a production. Like we've had call times like you have to be on set at like 4:30 in the morning.
I get here, we're talking about a production that
proper productions
pops off.
Yes.
Right? But imagine the others as well.
Yeah, no, I am.
That's where like that's where I'm getting at. Uguti, someone will say, I mean, look, Konjabegi in that was canned season 1.
Was it a South African?
Yeah,
production?
yeah. But a lot of them, season 1 are
after like 20 episodes.
Huge investment was made up front. You build the studios, you build your Ngento, and then it just didn't make it.
So, but
right? So what I'm saying is the fact that one wants to get paid more than once, it means that now come through and take this risk with me.
How so though? Financially?
Yeah, financially.
No, but it's your project. I'm the creator. I'm the artist here.
Then I'll pay you once off.
But how though, Mr. B? I've spent 6 months with you on this production trying to put it together.
So what happens if the production doesn't pop off?
Yeah, no, but more 6 months in. What I'm saying is it didn't pop off.
No, I'm not saying you're not getting anything. So
sure.
Remember, Joba Ngishugusto, Mugule 2 million, he gets 10% up front.
Sure.
So it's like, here's 200,000, right? And then you get paid in royalties, but the 200,000 is for you to live and do whatever.
So if it does pop off and I've taken the lump sum, and you get more than what you invested and more than what you gave to me, how is that fair as well?
I get we don't know.
Yeah, fair.
And because we
I
don't
get
know,
that we don't know.
The pendulum might swing either way.
Yeah. So as much as we've done the example of it not working out, sure.
I can give you the 2 million.
And it doesn't work out.
And
I've lost. Sure. Let's go on the opposite.
The other way around is that you choose to take the lump sum,
sure.
And then the production pops off.
And it makes more. Yes.
I get it. You made a decision. It's all about
That's
decisions.
why I get it now. Both of them should be in place. Let's do both.
So when you want the lump sum and you still want royalties.
No, I'm not saying give me a lump sum. I'm saying
get a portion and then get paid royalties.
At the end.
But you choose. Sometimes Moses call to for a house. You're like, you know what? I think I 3 meter. Let me go pay off my debts. Right?
Yeah.
That's you.
Guys,
but someone else.
But
someone else might say, look, it's fine. I'll take 10% and then I'll get paid in royalties. Because remember, every single time your movie gets played, whatever, right? It's booked in the ONTs or whatever. You get paid. You get paid.
Yeah.
So all of these amounts, when they come together, you might even find Uguti after 10 years.
You might get more.
It's triple or quadruple the amount that they would have paid you. But it's an option. There's an option for you to get paid more than once. But you can't say lump sum and royalties. From a business perspective, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, Yizo was also brought back into the screens through Netflix. You know, it's those kind of things. But the conversation, of course, comes
doesn't end.
From Vooka calling out the pay model. But from us, that's where we are going to leave you and say goodbye. And we will see you, of course, the same time, same place tomorrow, right here.
Yes, sir, man. Stay tuned on Underground Radio. Rochelle, the Mzansi Mama, is going to be coming up for all first-time mothers. And if there's anything that you would like to share with her, maybe your experiences, maybe learn a thing or two. Underground Radio, where you get to the best, right? And they give you HD, high definition radio. Stay tuned in for that one. But like Mo said, until tomorrow, same time, same place. Stay cool, stay warm, stay cautious on those roads, stay safe. And from the Broadcasting Boys, we will see you tomorrow morning. We're off to Mecca.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I read my